play a game.
G'day viewers, Birmingham Crewe. It's going to play it anyway, so let's get into it. We're doing a 350 service to Birmingham, balam, balam, balam. Hello, Andy. How you doing? Welcome to the other people who I can see lurking in the background there. Not that I can tell who you are, I just see how many there are. Ooh, a bit dark. There we go, it's better. And yes, there's a massive scratch on my head. It's just my brain leaking out. It's all right. Ooh, this was a bit early, eh? Okay. Master key. We are using the TSW6 thing today because we can. Doors. Lights. Daylights. Let's go night lights. Why not? What else do we need to turn on in this thing? It's been a while since I've been in a 350 actually. Are they down there? No, they're over here. Dozda. Bungalets. TP Wuss. That should be everything. Everything's yelling at me over here, so it sounds about right. Bing. Okay, wait till 7:17. What? You're gonna wait 4 minutes? Really? Fine. Let's, not off. Let's put it in neutral. And will that yell at us? No, that'll be fine. Neutral with the master key in. What could go wrong? We're just leaving our train and exploring since we've got so long to wait. What a crazy idea to wait that long. G'day. How you doing? Do you, come here often? No? Okay. Blah, 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 blah. You can't hear me because you got headphones on. Yep. How you doing? We're at, next to a 350. 350. The Cheshire Lounge. Oh, we're going there. Very. Where's this lounge then? Oop. Denied. I guess we're not going in there. Oh, newspapers. You know, train drivers drop newspapers off. It's obvious. Okay, how long have we got? Still got a couple of minutes. Is that unblurred yet? It's a bit better. Ooh, look at all those people chatting. Hello, Maverick. Hello, Rex Tactics. Hello, Samantha's Trains. Samantha's Trains says the passenger discomfort dial set to max. Yes, it is brain leakage. My brain is so big it's pouring out of my skull through a crack. It's a little bit like the time continuum being broken in Doctor Who and coming out in a crack in the wall. Yep. But anyway, I thought I'd play Birmingham Crewe because, well, reasons. And I want to see what it's like. So let me know. 1 more minute to go. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Oh, yes. It's one of those collectibles. You can have an APT. See, there is an APT in the route. All those whinges that go, there's no APT. Yes, there is. There's about 20 of them. You just have to go and find them. But anyway, that's fine. They're around the place. Clearly I hadn't seen that one before. Melbourne Train Guy, hello. David Mangdom, hello. The patch will be coming on Monday or Tuesday for Birmingham Crewe, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5 and consoles. I assume it's coming really soon because I'm... Did you just see what I saw? It's gone now because there's no one coming down the stairs. But there were feet sticking out of that floor. But anyway, that's okay. I assume it's coming really, really soon. I can only assume that. No. Forwards. Forwards would be good. Okay. Windows. Yes, windows. That's better. Now we can hear the outside. Do I have announcements turned on? I think I do. Right. Doors. Oh, this thing's not exactly set up, is it? Right. It just goes full power. Good plan. We don't need either of these. And away we go. And away we go. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to get up a notch too, don't you? All right. There's our little 350 cruising out. And we're off to Stafford. Oh. So this isn't a stopping service then. Now, this is probably going to be a little bit... Come on, slow down. Slow down. Slow down a little bit more. Come on. You can do it. I'll at least act like you want to slow down. Right, there we go. Okay, good. Oh, we're allowed up to 80 now after fixing that. Don't forget housekeeping. Oh, yes. This is the housekeeping that our friend suggests, which is to zoom the map out as far as you possibly can before driving, because he reckons it gives you a better frame rate. Let's just come off the power before we kill ourselves. So we've got 59 there, but I'm locked at 60 FPS. Let's zoom the map right in, see if it makes any difference. I don't think it will because I'm locked. Oh, bloody hell, sorry. No, it's because I've got a locked frame rate. So I don't think it actually makes any difference at all for me because I'm not exactly running into any kind of headroom. But for those who are, I don't know if it works, but you know, I don't think it's bad advice to zoom your map out because if you don't need it, you don't need it. And if it's eating stuff, then yeah, get rid of it. Sounds like a good plan. No, I'm not on console, not today. I do have one over there, says he, pointing in the opposite direction of the console because he knows his camera turns things backwards because it has to, so that you can read this, which says, I am an idiot. Yeah, that's what that says. Ooh, how about instrument lights? Ooh, it lights up the dash too. That's kind of nice, actually. We're going to Stafford, platform 4, in a whopping 22 miles. So we're in grip it and rip it territory now, aren't we? 100 mile an hour. Lots of people here who would normally be asleep. Creature says, so on PC you get the proper timetable arrival times. We should have a look at that. I'm not suggesting anything. I just kind of noticed that, you know, I'm on a different branch to you guys, and it kind of updated. Mafrick says, why are ambassadors not allowed to do early access on consoles anymore? We never have been, ever. But some of the ambassadors tried it because they thought it worked. The console build is not guaranteed to be the release build until about an hour before the actual release. So we aren't allowed. We've never been allowed to preview on consoles. And those who have tried often discover why they shouldn't. Quiet you. Well, it's not blurry, so that's a good sign. Nothing on the dash is blurry, also a good sign. But, you know, it doesn't usually do it for me, just being fair, so... The fact that it's not doing it shouldn't be seen as any great revelation or anything. But, you know. Who knows? Rex says it helps reduce the amount of game crashes too. Genuinely, I don't experience a lot. I mean, you see it when I do, because, you know, it usually happens on live streams, because tempting fate, that's what happens. 20 miles to Stafford, which I always call stuffed up, but that's okay. Rex says, thanks MTG, it's today too. Ah, happy birthday, Rex. That's cool. Everybody sing happy birthday to Rex. No, that's embarrassing. We won't do that. Besides, I might sing the Australian happy birthday song, and then no one would want to talk to me anymore, because the Australian happy birthday song is, shall we say, a touch mean. Rex says, normally asleep, yes, but not tonight. Of course. Michael Lay says, I have all installed, game not happened on my PC because GPU 16 gig. Yes, mine's 24, but that's because I've got a weird one. And I'm waiting for a 5080 Super But I probably have to toss up between the 5080 Super and my trip next year, to be honest. Because, yeah, they're not cheap. Mind you, we haven't got a price for them yet. Rex says a PC then is pretty useful for ambassadors. I would say it's kind of essential, but not 100%, because Joe streams the preview on PC and then he does console as soon as he's allowed to. Hentus usually doesn't preview. He normally waits until it's alive on console. And that can actually be good because he's not competing with the other ambassadors who all tend to stream at the same time. Because, you know, we're all allowed to go from 10 AM BST. So we all either whack up a premiere or we live stream. So for me, currently, that's 9 PM at night. Creature says, looks very nice. Crispy sharp graphics from what I can see on here. Yeah, it looks okay so far. I do push out at 2K, which helps a little bit, I guess. I know a lot of the ambassadors, particularly the console people, tend to push out at 1080 because consoles get upset if you push out at more than that. Whee! Tree Sim World. What is that? It's a blue thing. Okay. $16 miles to Stafford. Rex says, I can take it. How bad can it be? It does include the words, why was he born at all? So you sure? Maverick says, where are you? I'm in a similar time zone to Australia and it's 10 AM. It is 12:13 PM here. So it's lunchtime. And I just wolfed down a can of tuna and I ate some lollies. That's my lunch for today. I do need to, there goes Vigilance. I do need to get some better lunch under the belt after streaming though, because I am firing a train this evening. Doing a trip from Belgrave to Menzies Creek, waiting about 3 million hours, and then back to Belgrave again. So chances of my fire going out, 100%. Well, I hope not. So that'd be embarrassing. 15 miles to Stafford as the dawn breaks. I have got a tiny bit of fog on because... Ooh. Did you see my frame rate there? Ooh. Something up here really annoyed it. It got down to 30 FPS. Might do it now. There must be a really highly detailed asset around here somewhere that it did that. Interesting. Oh yeah, we're going too fast. Bad train driver. Who, me? MTG says, I don't think the PS can push more at 1080 at 60 FPS. Yeah, I think the Xbox can try and stream at 4K, but I don't think I'd want to, really. MTG says it's 12:13 in Melbourne, indeed. We are 2 hours ahead, says Math. Yes. You're in Japan again, I take it, Math. Back in Japantown. I thought Japan was a bit more than that, actually. Melbourne train guy says, who needs lunch when you can grab a kebab once the night's over? Well, I could do that. But I kind of need a little bit of energy for firing the train. It's not a big ask tonight. I still don't have a driver at this point. I'm the only crew member on the loco at this point, according to the roster. I'm sure someone will turn up. But, you know, that's life. It's the annual Volunteers Christmas train. And the 1 burger, 1 sausage, 2 bits of bread with a little bit of salad. And if you're not train crew, an alcoholic drink. If you're train crew, a non-alcoholic drink. So I am most definitely train crew. In past years, the staff have run this train, not the volunteers, leaving the volunteers free for the event. But the staff are running transfer trains to Gembrook tonight, so they couldn't. Oh well, because there's a Thomas Fun Run tomorrow. Thomas! So someone's collecting Thomas from Emerald tonight, I assume, and taking it to Gembrook. That will be a very slow trip. Creature says, I must say I've played nothing but TSW at 4K on my Series X, and apart from the blurring thing, it all looks good and very good frame rates. Yeah. Well, you may have seen my call for an experiment on the blurries. So, we are trying to narrow it down a little bit. And this is a community effort. I do want to say it's nothing to do with Dovetail. So, whoever it was that dobbed me into the Dovetail people for doing a community experiment, that's okay, because I'd already told them. They were amused that someone thought to dob me in going, hey, he's doing this, do you know about this? And they went, no, we don't, but we don't really care either. Shared. Oh, good news. The O&E containers have been removed from Stuttgart. I don't know if that'll be on release or the day after, but they're not in there anymore. It's only Hapagloid containers now, which is much good. Much good. Is that how you say that? Much good? It'll do. It'll do. Michael Lee says it's 12:15 in Taz. Well, I would hope so, mate. We're in the same time zone. I didn't actually know you were in Taz, Michael, so there you go. Tasmania. Or as Victorians call it, the pubic bush. Because, you know, it's like a triangle. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's been that for a long time. 8 miles to Stafford. I did have the delight of riding in some of these trains, although I think mine was it a 170? Probably. Or a 700 and something. No, 170, I think. And something else. Ooh, giant stammer. It's like it's gone. The frame rate didn't suffer then, which is interesting. It didn't actually change, which means that the whole thing had frozen briefly. MTG says, Mr. Vacant is a very popular driver. He is often not in service, a very popular destination. Yes, a lot of rosters do have Mr. Vacant until a few days before, generally. Whoop. Oh, that's funny. We got to see the people. It didn't like being turned at 90 degrees then, it really didn't. 6 miles to Stafford as the sky starts to brighten. We might even switch to daylight soon. Creature says, I'm going to try that Blackpool Branches thing for sure. Rex says, not in service as a place in England has sunny beaches and blue skies. Is there anywhere like that? Really? And yes, MTG, Thomas for the fun run tomorrow. And Maverick says, you're not allowed to booze up before driving. I'm shocked. Yes, it's an important thing. It's actually, you shouldn't drink for 24 hours before your shift. So my shift starts at 4 PM, so it would have been nice to sit back with the missus while we were watching TV last night and savour a nice whiskey or something, but could not do that. I'm sure I'll make up for that tonight at about 11 PM when I get home with a shower beer, because they're necessary things after firing a steam engine, even on a relatively cool day like today. It's still pretty hot in the cab. We're almost at Stafford now. Frame rate's still doing okay. Rex says, all we have now in England is 3 degrees temperatures, cold days, and sometimes a lot of rain. Yeah, Hentus was out in, where did he say? Somewhere on the coast when he visited the Hornby people. And he said it was -1 already. When we've got summer in, what, 2 days' time? Yeah, 2 days' time. And it's, I think right now it's about 18 degrees, something like that. So, you know, some summer. 3 miles to Stafford. MTG has a bit of a giggle. Michael Lay has a bit of a giggle. Rex says maybe it's a bit more than sometimes raining. Yes, I'd say it's a bit more than sometimes. Although, in fairness, in my trips there I've done one in May, June. That was pretty good. And the July-August trip was quite hot. Was actually hot. It was surprisingly hot. We appear to have an 80 zone coming up, so let's drop off the juices a little bit. Just let friction do its thing. MTG says it's 16 degrees where you are in the deepest, darkest bush of the Victorian countryside. I was hoping you were on the stream on Wednesday night, actually, because Lexic Dark, who was on the stream, is actually kind of a neighbour of yours, Melbourne Train Guy. He's in Churchill. Come back onto minimum braking. Rex says, oh, and fog. Let's not forget our freezing friend from the north called Fog. There is TP Wuss. Melbourne Train Guy says, Brighton, Thomas DLC confirmed. You're just harking back on the habit of things that I've said in stream coming true 3 or 4 days later, aren't you? Which does happen occasionally. It's kind of funny. But no, there's no Thomas DLC that I am aware of. I don't remember if this route has announcements or not. Ah!
Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Coming in a little bit warm into Stafford, but I think we'll be okay. This thing brakes pretty well. Except for the last 10 metres, then it's a bit shit. So as long as I get under control by halfway down the platform, which I have, should be fine. All right then, let's get the, oops.
Welcome aboard this London Northwestern Railway service to Rugeley, Trent Valley. The next stop will be
Rugeley. Rugeley, Trent Valley. Penkridge, Wolverhampton, Costley, and Birmingham New Street. And then we shall achieve what everybody in Birmingham wants to do by leaving. Rex Tactics says, MTG, I wish it was 16. All I have is a 3-degree chill. And you were joking around. 741. Another giant weight. Okay. Let's go for an explore. That way. That way. That way. That way. That way. Can I not change the reverser? Maybe I have to put it in off, huh? Off. 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 Right. No, I still can't change the reverser. Do I have to put it in max brake? Let's try that. Max brake. Select max headroom. Well, there we go. Alright, let's go for a wander. Let's go and explore. Because I don't think I have explored Stafford. Let's go have a look. Not blurry. I would definitely be calling the coppers now. That looks very suspicious.
calling at Penkridge, Wolverhampton, Cozen, Birmingham New Street, Tame Bridge Parkway.
Push all the buttons.
Loxwich, Loxwich North, Landywood, Cannock, Hednesford, Rugeley Town, and Rugeley Trent Valley. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave.
No, it's not.
Platform 4 for the 07 41. London Northwestern Railway.
It's not leaving for 3
service
minutes.
to
What are they talking
Rugeley
about?
Trent Valley, which is ready to leave.
Not seeing a lot of collectibles around here. How long have we got? We've got a few more minutes. Stay calm. Ah, beans. Yeah.
Doors closing.
Wench got me beans. English beans.
Footbridge. Doors opening. Lift going down.
Your head.
Hey?
What did you do to your head?
Well, Harry Potter. I got attacked by a plant. It's not my fault. I killed the plant, though. It's in the bin. This looks like the way to the toilet. Oh, it couldn't be the way to the toilet, because Matt Peddleston wouldn't allow a way to the toilet. I've clearly been here. No, I don't want to give it up. We just can't go anywhere yet, so we're cruising. Good God, man, you should have got the free upgrade pack. I think it's out of order. The pantograph is blocked. Ah! What does that mean, the pantograph is blocked? We better go and deal with the train fault, I suppose. I forgot I had them turned on. I've never seen the pantograph is blocked. I don't even know what that means. I think it said try dropping it and putting it up again. So off we go. Hawks. TSD versus plant. Plant 0, TSD. I know, I got my revenge on the plant. I chopped that bastard up. It's in the green bin. So we have to try dropping the panto. Panto down. Did it go down? It did go down. The fault has been fixed. Do 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 do. Another train. It's a different 350, isn't it? Is it time yet? No. It's close though. Alright, we fixed our fault. DRA's still on. We're still in neutral. Let's go back to exploring. Ooh, I see a collectible that is uncollected. Stephanie says, hi all and good evening to TSD. Hello, Steph.
Liverpool Lime Street.
Samantha's train says a pigeon stuck in the pantograph mechanism. That's possible. Hello, victims. Ooh, twinsies. Oh, hang on. Not quite. They're slightly different. He's leaving. It's annoying. I like annoying AIs. No. No. You're driving away with an open door. You're naughty. Very naughty. Hey, hang on. Can we see that bag through the wall? So this is a window, but I think that bag's on the outside of a brick wall. Yes, it is. Okay. Oops, we're late. Almost late.
Doors closing.
Let's quickly go back to our train. Which side does it open on? This side.
Lift going.
Woebot, already collected. Where's my train? Must be down there. Oop, time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Tea and biscuits with the manager at Birmingham Balam. Yes, probably.
London Northwestern Railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley. We'll be calling at Penkridge, Wolverhampton, Cosley, Birmingham New Street, Tame Bridge Parkway, Walsall, Lockswitch North, Landywood, Cannock, Hedneswood,
Weekends go.
Rugeley Town, and Rugeley
Oh.
Trent Valley.
Twit. I didn't shut the doors.
Please
Benjamin's brain in a jar. I jump scared you with my full screen appearance on the blurry textures video. Sorry about that. Oh, this looks more promising. It really helps when you actually use the train properly. Off we go to Penkridge, which is like Pentridge, which was a high security prison here.
Speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sort it.
If you see blurry textures, ring Dovetail on 611616. Only kidding, don't do that. That would be a bad idea. Don't ring the police for blurry textures. Bad idea. Bad idea. Shouldn't even suggest that, because someone will actually do it. Hello, the simulation guy. Stephanie says, have they fixed the announcements at Crewe? I can hardly hear them most of the time. Simulator guy says, what's this stream about? Birmingham to Crewe. It's not really any reason to have it. It's just I'm playing it, and I thought I'd stream it, because I'm sitting here anyway. So why not? Why not? Michael says, why is not all people not fixing this game? Because they hate people. People suck. That's why. The sky's starting to look pretty. Rails of Illinois, hello to you. BBIAJ says, any update on the Didcot video? I should probably do that, shouldn't I? But you're coming out with the, you're going to be the December episode of the podcast. So the November one, oh, I should publish that today, actually. It's the November one's uploaded everywhere. I just haven't published it. I should do that. But it's Adam from Skyhook, the November one. So next one is December, which will be Didcot. I'm still looking for people who are interested in being interviewed for the podcast. Whether you be a gamer, a real rail person, or both, let me know in the Discord if you are interested. Be demanding thing. It's got a bit of 90 going on. Not blurry. No, it's Caravan City. And they've all been de-resolutioned. Good to see. De-resolution all the things not necessary to trains. I like that. I think it's important. Oh, we're back to 110 now. Excellent. Rex says, how's the TSW6 controller doing? It's about the same as a rail driver, except that it does feel a bit better because it's bigger and chunkier. The people who reported, I'll take this one apart. I think you can you see this in the video? I'll move it, you can. The people who reported that these things are all metal, they're not. Okay, there's a big metal bolt that goes in the middle there, and this bit's plastic. It's 3D printed, I think. So let's put that back in there. But no, it's quite robust. So it's good. Has a good feel to it. It's a better feel than the rail driver. The rail driver does, while it probably looks a little bit better, the rail driver, but the rail driver feels like a toy, whereas this actually genuinely feels like train controls. Because they're heavy. And you can make them even heavier. Maverick says, hello to Rails. Samantha's Train says DTG doesn't test games. Oh, look, they do really, Samantha. They definitely do. I have been involved in the testing in the past. I no longer am because, well, reasons. But the main reason was I was never free to speculate on what was coming up. Because, whoops, we need to start slowing down, don't we? I was never free to speculate because I actually knew what was coming.
We are now approaching Penkridge. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
I think we're Nebworthing this, just saying. Let's see how bad this is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nebworthed it completely. Well, we'll just keep going then, eh? Nothing happened. It's fine. Yep. Perfectly fine.
Stop will be Wolverhampton.
I might even stop at Wolverhampton. Maybe.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley. We'll be calling at
I like the way the
Wolverhampton,
announcement system just pretends that you did actually stop. And welcomes the new people aboard.
Walsall, Bloxwich,
We can have a look at Crewe.
Cannock, Hednesford, Rugeley Town.
Melbourne train guy says, Mr. Policeman, someone stole my Class 350 textures. Help me. Yeah, that's about it. Maverick does a LMAO.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Oh, should we do that? Oh, good. Right, here we go. Here's some more. Danger, overhead live wires. High visibility closing must be worn on or about the line. And caution, beware of the conductor rail. Oop, there's another one.
See it, say it, sort it.
Access authorized personnel only. Right. Okay. Well, there's all our safety notices. We've done what we're told. Very good. Wolverhampton, 8 miles. And we'll stop this time. Maybe. Maybe. Crisp creamings, patch early access. I don't know. How's that? I don't know. I mean, you know ambassadors do run a different build, so I don't know. So I'm not going to say it is, and I'm not going to say it isn't, because I don't know. That looks very Jurassic, doesn't it? Especially with the diggers in the background up there. 6 miles to Wolverhampton. Melbourne train guy says a bit of optimization on the distance scenery is good for performance. It actually is. And you may have noticed I've got a light fog on. I actually find that's a good performance tactic, is to put on a light fog, because when you can see a really long way, Unreal insists on drawing it all, even if it's, you know, it's less than a pixel in height. It still tries to draw everything. So, it's a good tactic to put on just a touch of fog. And I usually put the slider up about 5%. It's helpful. I don't do it on preview streams because, you know, you should see what the route's like. Not what I get. We have a TSR coming. Better do something about that. Ooh. Was that a temporary magnet on the TSR? That makes me happy. Maverick has DM'd me about the podcast. Cool. Rex says, oi, you nicked me textures. You can't do that. I paid. Well, that is actually correct. You should not be experiencing shit textures. You just shouldn't. Well, look at that. A whole 35 miles. Clearly, I like the 350. Shh. We don't talk about the 350. Actually, I haven't seen Nightbot being very active. Are my commands working? What's this coming? Shed. Just from Melbourne train guy. Which one is it? Can't quite see it. It's a DRS. Couldn't quite catch the number though. Going to roll through our TSR on our way to Wolverhampton. I should pull these back so it's more comfortable to rest my arm on them. Ah, Nightbot's awake now. Good. Rex says, nice. Melbourne train guy says, you can't test for me taking Thomas out of bounds. I am a tester's worst nightmare. Look, I used to do stuff like that in beta all the time. Just do weird shit. Because it's useful. I think I just saw the end of the TSR, or maybe that's it up there. No, I think I have seen the end of the TSR. So we can start accelerating using the power brake control-y thing. The PBC, which I have to say in the land of porn movies means something a lot different to power brake controller. But I wouldn't know about that. Rex says you can read it without blurring. Oh, the patch is well needed. MTG says, welcome aboard this WMR service to wherever we stop, if anywhere. Yes, you're on board, live with it. Ooh, what are you flashing at? I saw something flash up there then. Oh, it's the dobbing you in writing data to the log light. You nicked my idea on that, Rex. That's okay. You can dig ideas all you want. There is no shortage of ideas in this universe, but, you know, if you can reuse someone else's and it works for you, go right ahead. As we enter Tree Sim World. Nice autumn leaves. Oh, I forgot, I've got a cup of tea. It's been there so long, it's getting cold. We have a green on one banner and not on the other one. And a feather. Ooh. So we are soon changing tracks, but that should be slow enough, surely. That should be fine for a track change. MTG says the best shed is a DRS shed. Crisp Creaming says, I think he doesn't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything. Rex says, what a white mirage of snow. We might get some snow at some point. Not today. Well, maybe not in this run anyway. We can do some snow if people want snow. I don't mind doing snow. No, I just pressed the 8 and that was a big mistake. I don't know if you know about the hack, but when you press 8, sometimes it's really slow. But if you go 2 and then 8, it's always quick. Yeah? I know. We do have the hitches today, don't we? Vija. Do you remember that Star Trek episode when they had Vija? Gratuitous bridge shot coming into Wolverhampton. We should probably start slowing down for Wolverhampton since we've had the double yellow. Maverick says doing the Cardiff-based shuttle in the TF Pacer and having a lot of fun. Cool. I do like the Pacer. I don't know why I like the Pacer. It's a shit train, but, you know, it's fun. I don't think I'd want to ride them for real. MTG says I'd love to do some beta testing, but shame Sony charged so much for a dev kit. Yeah, they've been trying to find a way to do beta on PlayStation for so long, and without a dev kit, it is very difficult. Some games have pulled it off, but I'm tipping they have a better relationship with Sony than DTG does. They're probably a bigger player, for example, that gives Sony a whole lot more money.
We are now approaching Wolverhampton. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Pushchairs. That is a wheelchair, right? A pushchair? Or is it a perambulator? Well, we are running November in a UK route there, Rex. Stephanie says, I know, but honestly never seen it in the sim. Would love to, though. Cool. Rex says, try setting on a 7 AM service to Riviera Light if you've got it. I want to run Birmingham today. Birmingham Crewe. It's good to know we're not too far away from Preston Crewe. And Stuttgart would appear to be out next, given all the videos. Must be next week, though, because they would have given it to us for the weekend. And we do not have it. Welcome to Wolverhampton. This train will actually be stopping, and we're arriving just on time, actually slightly late, even though I didn't stop at the other station. That's kind of impressive. I'll blame the TSR. Let me get this to a stop, and I'll come back to the chat. And check the outside. BBIJ says, I have a thermal cup with a lid for gaming, keeps drinks warm for 3 hours. I've got one of those. I use it on the train.
Birmingham New Street, Tame Bridge Parkway, Walsall, Loxbridge, Loxbridge North, Landywood, Cavanagh, Hednesford, Rugeley Town, and Rugeley
I think they've de-resed that. Because it's high res when you're close, and when you get away, it's, yeah, I think that's been de-resed. Cool bananas. Wait until 8 o'clock. Another one. Cool. I've been to Wolverhampton Station. I stopped in this platform over here. And then went back to Bambalam. You be quiet. Waiting till 8 o'clock. Waiting as instructed. Not blurry. De-resolutioned. I wonder how long this logo lasted, because it's kind of right again now, isn't it? But it certainly wasn't for a while there. Is it time to go yet? Oh, it's close. Right Away Production says it's nearly 3 AM. Got back from a party. I'm waffing down some Deliveroo tacos. And clicked on Paul's stream. Welcome. Hope the tacos are good. Star Trek the Motion Picture from 1979. Well, it's an episode. It's just a long episode. Is it time to go? It's nearly time to go. Let's get the door shut. Can we hear the horn from here? Oh, we can. And I'm naughty. I don't have DRA on. Should have, because, you know, the signal's red. And keep an eye on that signal. We're not going anywhere. Oh, I've just got another 20 seconds to go. Yeah, okay. Better open the doors again, then. Oh, I've got a stuck one anyway, look. Yep, I have a stuck door. Let's whack on the DRA. Bring you back to the off position. Lock the doors. You're not quite in off. Off is what we want, so I can do... No, I still can't. Off. Alright, we won't do the reverse then. We'll just put up with them yelling at us. Yeah, there is a stuck one down there, isn't there? Oi, you. Doesn't look very unstuck. Oh, there it goes. Alright. We have a green again. Away we go.
Doesn't look right. Speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it.
Hey, Bovril. See you later, Math. Ooh, too fast. Too fast, too fast, too fast. 350. Still too fast. We can probably go on to daylights now, can't we? I have no idea, Simulator Guy. I really don't. There have been no release notes. No one's told us anything at all. I don't even know if it is one. I'd like to say I know things, but I don't. Back to full bananas. Stephanie says, sorry for the fort visit tonight. It's 3 a.m. Better get to bed. Yeah, sleep well, mate. Sleep well. Right away says, me too, came here for some light entertainment with a heavy meal. Ah. You might pop off soon as well, Rax. Good night, mate. Rax. Rex. Rex. It's like a dog, isn't it? Rex. Come here, Rex. MTG says it's pretty early in the UK. Props to anyone who's popped in at this ungodly hour. Yes, you can just imagine people in bed, half asleep with their phone on their face, can't you, going? The secret to bedtime phone usage is dark mode. Something Chocky doesn't understand. Chocky doesn't do dark mode. Rex says, I'm currently half awake, running on 22% and charging. As in, you're running on 22% or your phone is. Next stop is Costly. I assume you say Costly anyway. We'll find out. 1:51 a.m. for Rex. You're going to pop off at 2. Very good. If you fall asleep before then, that's okay. Definitely don't stay up all night, though. That would be silly. Happy birthday, Rex, once again. Good point, Melbourne train guy. Have a good birthday weekend. I hope it is spectacular. And you get some good presents. Right Away Production says, that's just me, but in France. Oh, cool. Flag hats have entered the building. Costly coming up. Or is it costly? Rex says dark mode is perfect. I have it for all my apps. Yes. Chocky posted a thing into the Ambassador Discord the other day, which was a screenshot of it all in white, and we're all going, ah! Everybody hung it on him. It is cosily. How about that?
And step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
I tend to just jam my luggage out the door, and then it takes me with it, which is fine. Because, you know, I want to get off. I have to admit I wasn't expecting any UK people to actually be awake. I thought this is a shame because I'm running a UK route, but... Oh. Hello. What's 40 yards between mates?
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard? Where did I end up? Oh, there it is. Yeah, watch that first step. Cosily. I like that. We have another fault, though. I better go and deal with it. Panto down, panto up. There we go, fine. All good. Very good. Wait until 8:07. Ah. More exploring then. We're out here again. Must guess we're under the bridge. We keep getting thrown over there. But... Quiet, you. It's a bit of a mishmash of modern and old. Hey, buddy, can you put that back in the... Oh. Where did you go? Whoa. Uh-huh. Right. Vija. Okay. This is an interesting spot. Wizards. It's all these bloody wizards in England.
Platform 1 is the 0807 London North Western Railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley, calling at Tame Bridge Parkway.
Looks like they've stopped coming in now.
Lockswitch, Lockswitch North,
I didn't put on the DRA, did I?
Hammock,
Did I? No. Good. Birmingham New Street. Next stop. Ooh, sparkles. Do you get the impression I'm slipping? Sparkles. Excellent. No, I want the sparkles. Alright, stop doing it. Oh well, make that into a short.
Familiarise yourself with the safety notices.
Oh, again? Okay. Danger overhead, live wires, high visibility clothing must be worn on or about the line. Caution, beware, conductor rail, emergency pull. Uh-oh.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sort it.
Blurry textures, 61016. That's the ticket. Yes, he vanished. Ooh, being naughty. Ooh. Of course, you realise I will have slowed down to 60 just as we get back into the 75 zone. And gratuitous bridge shot. Barely managed. As we go to Birmingham Balam. Which should, of course, emergency, you Wally, which should, of course, be sung with Black Betty, Bambalam. Because we're all about politically incorrect songs here. Oh, there's one of my pet hates. Bloody Moya patterns in things. Rex says, I definitely need sleep then. Yes, aliens. BBIJ says, sleep is for the weak. Michael Lay says, hope see 90, not more 66s. Well, there are 90s coming, but you won't see 90s in Preston Crewe, I don't think. I think that will be a somewhat older route. So you'll probably see some more electric 86s and 87s. You might see some 37s. He fell in the water. What happened, little Jim? No, it's just your eyes, Rex. There's a lot of wizards in this game. Many, many wizards. BBIJ says making flat spots. No, I'm tipping it if it looks like that. You're, Ooh! Haven't seen you for a while. See, now I have to say, I made that train when Livery Designer came out, which, when was that? TSW 3? 2? 3? 3, I think. Maybe. Somewhere around there. And I made it as a joke. And I have installed multiple times since then, and I have never downloaded it, but it keeps coming back. It haunts me. "5 miles to Birmingham Balam." Shaun the Sheep. Papa Palpatine on his day off. Could be. Or off day, sorry. We'll see it, sort it, report it, fixed it. TSW6, yes. So it's been around for a while. Just Just warning all the people who are on this side of the yellow line that they shouldn't be. We're going to go through one of my favourite UK stations, Smethwick Galton Bridge. I like Smethwick Galton Bridge. Melbourne Train Guy says it's just like football in England, it keeps wanting to come home, but never does actually come home. Yes. Unfortunately, it won't be stopping at Smethwick Galton Bridge today. Not this time, anyway. Did my DRA just light up? I think it's got light coming in from outside, shining through it. We have seen that before. Is this my station? This is it, isn't it? This is Smethwick Galton Bridge. And why is Smethwick Galton Bridge cool? Because it has... Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. Two lines crossing each other. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. That's fine. Right Away Production says, just for the record, the W is silent. Smethwick. I have actually heard both, though, from locals. Smethwick and Smethwick. I met Daisy at Smethwick Galton Bridge. I don't know how many of you know Daisy, but she's involved in the beta and builds a accessible controller, which is an entire desk. It's basically a Train Sim World desk, which is really cool. It's a cab setup. And it's fully accessible. You can roll a real wheelchair all the way into it, which is quite an amazing achievement. I actually got a little bit grumpy at Jeff Marshall because he covered the opposition's desk that is supposedly accessible but actually isn't. And I put him onto Daisy, so I know they've spoken to each other since, so hopefully we'll see a video about Daisy's creation. That would be really good. Rex says, England playing footy and winning? You're dreaming, mate. MTG says, now approaching sandwich, ham and cheese. Mind the gap between the bread and cheese curl. Fully hammed up. Passengers, we are now approaching Birmingham. Please hide your wallets and handbags and small children from the Romanian pickpockets. They're the same ones that hang around Euston. Somehow they found their way here. Right Away Production says, yeah, stand corrected. So I think it's probably like any place that there are multiple names for these things. I don't think it's particularly unusual. I know the Welsh pronunciations of Welsh places that I was visiting were quite extremely different from person to person. Double yellow sighted. And a neutral zone, but they're not implemented, so it's fine. Rex says, don't forget to take the ham. Spam, 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 spam. Everybody loves spam. Except Rex. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Rex. What are you now, 12? That was mean, wasn't it? Melbourne Train Guy says, don't be like him, or it's Lose, not Lucy. I've been known to call it Lucy as well. I think that's yellow. I hope it is. Looks yellow. Yes, it is. Well, looks like we're going to be waiting for a platform coming into Birmingham. We have an against on the banner. BBIJ is debating ordering a Popeyes. That's chicken, isn't it? I think. Window. Oop. We should wait. While we wait for our platform. Passengers, we're stuck here in a tunnel waiting for a platform at Birmingham. We'll be on our way shortly. The signaller is currently busy with his assistant and will get us a path shortly. Bondo Spark. Has the Crewe Heritage Centre been improved? I don't know. I doubt it. BBIJ says, yes, I have to go to mine. I had my first one today. You had your first Popeyes. Okay. We should get Rex a birthday cake made from Spam. Now there's an idea. A Spam cake. I like the idea of a Spam cake. What time is it? 1 o'clock. I've got to be careful because I have to be on the railway at 4. And while I think I've got all my stuff, BBIJ says Louisiana scale for the Spam cake. TC, 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 hello. That's a channel name and a half. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for that, which is in turn waiting for something else, probably. So it might be waiting for that. When does that leave? Stopped at instruction. Well, that's not going anywhere. And there's that one, which is stopped at instruction. That one, which leaves at 1700, so it won't be that one. You're leaving. You're leaving. Oh, yeah. Can't do that in the map. So what are we waiting for then? Where do you want to go? Wolverhampton and Birmingham New Street sitting at a signal. But which platform does he want to go into that he can't go in? Let's see if he's waiting for that one. No, he wasn't waiting for that one. Which one's he waiting for? Surely he's not waiting for that one. Oh, no, it's leaving. Maybe he is waiting for that one. Okay. All right. I probably deleted one that didn't need to be deleted. I'm just impatient. So I reckon he'll get to go now. And then we'll get to move up to the next one. Hopefully we're going into a different platform to that one and we can go straight in. That would be nice. So we've still got to wait for that one to clear the block. Oh, no, there he goes. So we should get the go as well in a moment. So let's just zoom the map right out again. Let's take him Melbourne train guy's advice. And we shall wait our signal. We could start creeping up on it, I suppose, but, you know. There we go. Yellow. Whoop. Off we go. There's the other train. Can see the next red one in the distance there, not very far away. You do have a lovely cake waiting for you later on. That's good. Am I excited for Holbron, my favourite loco, the DBBR 111? Yes, the unemotionist. Well, you know, it's perfectly German to be unemotional, because they don't have any. It's always a bit freaky if you come into a shared platform in Birmingham, Balam. Rex is giving up. See you later, Rex. Londo Spark says, don't creep up on signals. Thou shalt not apply power against a red. Well, interestingly, you say that, Londo Spark, because returning to our home station, Belgrave, on our railway, it's up a 1 in 30 gradient. So you are pretty much going flat stick, pulling the train up the gradient, and it's very common for us to run right up to the red going flat stick because the signal doesn't come off until the crossing completes its run through, and then we get food.
Yeah, but they exploded.
Yeah.
They might be a bit hot.
Well, a bit hot.
I warned you. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I don't know what's in them, but they're heartburn material. In a big way. I don't think I want the second one. Creeping, creeping, creeping. Let's just sit on the off position. Roll our way into that light that I'm pretty sure is yellow. Reefer Bus says, hello, Mrs. TSD. She's wandered off again now. She just brought me some munchies. Righto, we have arrived at Birmingham New Street. Well, mostly.
Platform 8 for the 0829 cross-country service to Birmingham New Street, calling at Birmingham New Street only.
Did I hear that correctly? A cross-country service that's actually going to depart? That'd be us. Right.
Birmingham New Street. Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley. The next stop will be Tame Ridge Pathway.
Look at that. A cross-country train that moves. Wow. Don't see them often. Well, I'm not actually in a cross-country service, so it's okay. Oh, yes. I have to wait for the AI to take over, don't I? And I get kicked out now. Here we go. A little bit of speeding. Not too bad. Still got a platinum. All right. Let us go the other way, shall we? Yes. BBIJ says, you're never going to let cross-country live it down. No, I am not. No, definitely I am not. And I certainly won't be booking anything with them, assuming I do come back next year, which is the grand plan. No idea how to pay for it, but, you know, we'll just do what we do. We want to go to Crewe this time, don't we? 38 minutes, so that mustn't be a stopper. Is there a stopper? How much time have I got? So, I could probably safely run till about 2 o'clock. So why don't we do Birmingham to Crewe, that one, which won't be much of a stopper. We shall avoid that tiny bit of fog. What about some snow? People wanted to see some snow, didn't they? So January and some snow, bit of wind, a lot of clouds, bit of wetness, bit of precipitation and a bit of fog. Probably a bit more fog with the snow and a bit more snow falling. How about a lot more snow falling? Let's go. Melbourne train guy says the fixed train screen shows up now what train you're driving on the score screen. Yay! Was this from roughly when we met up? Yes. Unlock the doors. What side though? The right hand side. Okay. Master key. Reverser. Right side doors. Instrument lights. Daylights. Yeah, daylights. And Duzda, Vigilance, and TP Wuss. And I don't have a switch for wipers. Wipers are there, I think. Ooh. Noisy wipers. That's going to be annoying for the rest of the trip. And even though it's freezing, let's get the windows open. Should we really be getting snowed on here? Do you know, I wouldn't have thought we should be getting hit with snow here unless the wind's blowing it in. Which doesn't look like it. Looks like it's falling straight down. But that's okay. It's fine, as they say. Oh, hang on. We need to do the blurry check. Non-blurry. Very good. Wait until 8:20, 30 seconds to go. Oops, better put DRA on. Because we need DRA. You be quiet. 18 seconds. The black panel on the left-hand side of the cab. What is that? A coffee machine. That thing? That's just a blinking plate from something or other. There's a light in the bottom of it, though. I just like the, it comes with bondage paddles. All right. Prepare for Crewe. Yep, there we go. Is that sand? No, it's horn. There's a sand button. Look. See him posing New Street signal box in the background there. First class? On a 350? What? Oh, we're going to stop at Smith McGolton Bridge. Yay! We can go and play on the stairs. The station's like a maze. There's two trains waiting for us to leave too, because that train's just started off and you can see another one at the end of the tunnel up there. So getting stuck there is not unusual, I think. Driver-only operations screens. Psych says, Mummy! Londo Spark says, I think there are going to be screens for driver-only operation. Don't get excited. 350 is just 2+2 seating. Says he who forgot we were going up a very steep hill and thought, I'll just coast through the tunnel so I don't go too fast. Prepare for flat stick. Ah, the lights. Well, that thing's train light's not on the passenger carriages. Probably want some wipies now. Interval will probably do, I think. Out in the lens of snowiness. Which is probably what it's like right about now, I guess. Must be pretty close if it's not. Londo says, this is my most local route, yet I still don't own it. Probably going to wait for it in a sale. Fair enough. Syke says some wipies. Are you heading off to the local dogging spot by the canal? Well, the train goes too fast. Clearly. It'd have been impressive feat in this weather, wouldn't it? I read your Amazon orders, Ike. Londo Spark says, never expected to wait on a route so close to home. Had it gone the other way from Stafford to Crewe, I don't think I would have been able to resist. So you'd want it to go through Crewe then? I'd probably better start slowing down a little bit for Smith Galton Bridge. Probably not that much. Let's just let it gradually slow down for it. Because if we don't, we'll probably go for a great big slide. We might need a railhead treatment train. Stone, Stoke, Kidsgrove and Alsager. What was that? A 150. Oh, it's not this station, is it? No, it's the next station. That's okay. No, it is this station. Or is it the next one? No, it's the next one. This is not the station you're looking for. Syke says that the brakes OP on the 350. I find them almost too effective. I think they slip a bit in the snow. This station is where I filmed the short, if you've seen it, about the SPAD protection fence that I thought we should put in front of all signals. And it's really there in the station, which is cool. Both the fence and the signal.
We are now approaching Smethwick Galton Bridge. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
There are so many platforms in this station. Yeah, it's another cross-country. How could that possibly be that there's two of them moving in one day? It's very unrealistic. I'll have to complain about that. So even after all that talk about approaching slowly... Well, but just pretend it's fine. There'll be some train in the platform. I think. I think we'll have one car as it slips its way to a stop.
This is
Oh.
Galton Bridge. Welcome aboard this London Northwestern
See, I told you they slipped in snow.
Crewe. The next
So what have we got? We'll let him out. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, we're going up here to the SPAD protection fence.
Stafford, Stone.
See, it stops you from spadding. You can't spad because there's a fence
And
that you run into. See, you can't
the train
spad.
at platform 3 is the 0828.
And if you go up here,
Western Railway service to
there's the
calling at
these are the lines to Kidderminster, I think.
Dudley Port.
And over there somewhere, there's more down here. There's railway lines everywhere here.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
You did arrive at the right time there, Jason.
See it? Say it. Sorted.
There you go. Max power. What could go wrong? Do we get sparkles in the snow or do we just get spinnies? No, we just get spinnies. Oh, we do get sparkles. Excellent. That'll warm them up. Good to see. Uh-oh. I think I just went to the upside down. Excellent. We should probably back off a little bit. Give it a chance to not slip so much. As we make our way to Wolverhampton. Is this a road bridge or a rail bridge? Road bridge. Hey, question for you English lot. Do the canals freeze? Because I know they don't in game, but should they? I've kind of wondered about that, whether they freeze over. Judging by my stopping history, I should probably start slowing down for Wolverhampton about now, 7 miles away. That seems fair. Jason says, taking down under quite literally. Indeed. This will be the last run for the stream because I have to get ready, get my railway gear on and head up to the railway for my shift. Because I have a real one coming up. Firing 6A tonight, which is both our youngest and our oldest operational NA class locomotive at the same time, simultaneously. It's our oldest because it was built in 1906, and it's our youngest because its latest rebuild was outshopped from our workshops a week ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? I think it's 1 week ago. Something like that anyway. Bambalam. We continue our way to Wolverhampton under the serenity of the high-tension power lines. Back up to full bananas. See? Complete serenity. Joshua Murray says, is there a specific version of the 350 you want us to use for the experiment? No, any of them. Any of them is fine. I think this one is the one that's most vulnerable. Says he being naughty. Better get the speed down for this curve too. You know, it's funny. All of a sudden, it actually feels cold sitting here in the snow. But, you know, it's sunny outside. It just feels cold. Sykes says, Serenity Now. Yes, you've seen that film too. And the series. And the whiskey. Or was it vodka? Or gin? No, it was gin, wasn't it? Serenity Now, the gin that came out. So we make our way forwards to the delightful Wolverhampton, where everything is an utter paradise. Joshua's going to try it out. Thank you very much. For those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about is what I've asked people to do a second experiment around blurry textures. And to be, if you haven't seen the video, to be really clear, I am not blaming the people that are making detailed routes. But I am wondering, given the timing of when the detailed routes appeared, which is about the time that blurries started to get really extensively noticed, other than the ones that turned up on the 710, because that was a mistake with the train. But the general blurries that we've been seeing, I mean, among the community, is about the same time the super detailed routes from people like TSG and Just Trains came along. So if you want to take part in the experiment, knock those routes out of your system. Only if you don't get blurries, don't bother doing it because it doesn't matter. But if you do get blurries, drop the Just Trains and TSG stuff out of your system and reboot your console or your PC and then play it and just see if it still happens. It shouldn't make any difference. It should make no difference at all. But what I'm kind of wondering, and this is why I say it's nothing to do with the more detailed stuff, what I'm wondering is the rendering system loading up textures for stuff that it shouldn't be loading into the streaming pool? Because if it is, that is a recipe for disaster. We had clicky clickies there. Wow. Must be an expansion joint there or something. It's minus 20 in Calgary. Yeah, that's cold. That's quite cold. It's 18 degrees here. I think it's supposed to get up to 21 today, but given that it's 1:30 in the afternoon, I don't think it's going to make it. It'll be warm where I am because I'll be in a steam engine for the night trip for our annual volunteer Christmas train. I'm just going to leave it coasting towards Wolverhampton now and let gravity start slowing us down, because I have a faint suspicion we may not stop in Wolverhampton if I don't do that. Because I did make it a little bit slippery. Just a little bit. Yes, train crew gets fed. Actually, everybody gets fed on the train because it's a hamburger and sausages thing. It was kind of funny because I got an email from our HR people saying, since you're on the train now, we've taken you off the food list. And then one of the other HR people saw it and went, no, that's not right. You're on the food list. You are getting fed. I know it's still quite a long way to Wolverhampton, but I've got to slow down for that 30, and we also have a red signal coming up that I don't really want to go sliding through. Hello, Gav. We are approaching Wolverhampton. And we're approaching it rather tentatively because of my effort to stop at Smethwick-Galton Bridge, which roughly missed by a platform length. Hello, Michael Newbury. Welcome along. Just a casual Saturday afternoon stream. No, just stay on off. We'll just roll. It'll be fine. Joshua says, where about are you in Australia? I'm in Melbourne, and your daughter moved to Melbourne a couple of years ago, so we'll have to get there sometime. That's cool. Yes, I'm in Franganistan, which is a beachside suburb of Melbourne. I don't live on the beach, though. It's about 5 kilometres away. It's far enough away that it doesn't wreck my house with salt, but close enough that on those rare occasions that I feel like going to the beach, I just can. I do work right next to the beach, though, my real day job as distinct from my railway job. So which bit of Melbourne is she in, Joshua? Yeah, we've popped up ahead, so we've got another yellow on the way into the platform, so we can accelerate again a little. Warburton! That's a fair way from Melbourne, but yeah, that's... I'll be closer to her tonight. I'm up on the railway. It's quite a nice area, Warburton. It's a bit quiet, but it's nice. Sykes says some one of each, and you mood for burgers or sausages. Mate, when you're a steam fireman, you'll eat anything you can get. Protein and carbs is what you want. Roll across the little viaduct here. Londo says menu, food. Yep, that's about it. Food and no beer, because train crew. Weirdly, we're not even going to be really late getting in there. We'll almost be on time.
We are now approaching Wolverhampton. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchair.
One of the guys that I do fire with from time to time, yes, the dairy thing is a killer on a steam train, I have to say. It can actually make you quite sick. Sykes says you can drink the beer in your car afterwards. Actually, in Victoria you can. You actually can have an open container that you're drinking. The only requirement in this state is that you be under the alcohol limit of 0.05. And they'll even be nice to you if you get pulled over while you're actually drinking. They wait about 20 minutes, I think, before they do the breath test. That's 3 cross countries moving in one day. Who would have believed it? That train's in the platform that I went into at Wolverhampton. Passengers, we are now arriving at Wolverhampton. The doors will open on the left. Please mind the gap between the rich and the poor, as it's quite extreme in this city. Yeah, let me know when you're visiting, Josh. Sure. There's a couple of railways near there that you could visit. There's the Healesville Railway. They've got a railcar service going. I think they've got about 12 kilometres of line, something along those lines these days. It's getting longer. They're gradually making their way towards their next station. And there's the one I work on, which is Puffing Billy, which is a steam-hauled railway for the most part.
Platform
This is Wolverhampton. Welcome
London
Western
Railway
Railway
Service
Crewe.
to
The next
Crewe,
stop will be
calling at
Stafford.
Stafford, Wolverhampton, Coseley, Tipton, Dudley Port.
Londo says, just prove that games are a work of fantasy. Please also mind the gap between the timetable and reality. Well, we're pretty close, you know. Not too bad.
Wolverhampton, Stafford, Stoke, Stoke-on-Trent, Kidsgrove, Ulsager, and Crewe. The train at platform 1 is the 0842 London North.
Do you get the impression I have a stuck door?
Crewe, calling at Stafford,
No?
Wolverhampton, Coseley, Tipton, Dudley Port.
Oh, hang on.
Welcome aboard.
Hang on. That'd be red then.
Western
Oh, there we go.
Railway Service to
Birmingham
Crewe.
New Street.
We'll be calling at
Smethwick,
Stafford,
Dalton Bridge.
Wolverhampton,
Wolverhampton,
Coseley,
Stafford,
Tipton,
Stoke,
Dudley Port,
Stoke-on-Trent,
Smethwick, Dalton Bridge, Smethwick, Rolfe Street, Birmingham New Street, Smethwick, Dalton Bridge,
service.
Wolverhampton, Stafford, Stoke, Stoke-on-Trent, Kidsgrove, Ulsager, and Crewe.
Did they just read out all the places the train has stopped at?
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed.
Did I confuse it when I Nebworthed? Maybe. As usual, going way too fast coming out of here. Because it's Wolverhampton and I want to leave.
If you see something that doesn't look right,
Like Wolverhampton.
or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
Off we go to Stafford. On our way to Crewe. Whee! Gav says, please mind the gap as the gap is wide and high. Nice little whistle as it came past there. Londo says, do you know those XC trains that have seen moving, do they also have passengers? Well, you don't want both, Londo. Don't ask for both. I did actually have a good conversation with the crew that was on Scotty when I was doing the footplate right, because one of the things that they mentioned was that XC often dig the trains out of their depot and drive them into Crewe to say that they completed their journey, even though they never started it, which is an interesting concept. Syke says, oh, the announcements are funny. I was terminating at Birmingham and announced I was arriving at Euston. Don't know why I was slowing down then, because, you know, 90. On our way to Stafford. Just keeping an eye on the time. All the best elbows are ticklish. Tickle me Elmo, the most pedo-noncy thing ever. Max Bananas. Are we spraying little sparkles? No sparkles. I'm sure I pressed the 1 key then to come back into the cab, but maybe not. Is the heater on this thing? The pantograph is blocked. Bring the train to a stop. Nah. Hey, see, it's fine. Down up, all good. See? Bring it to a stop, my ass. We're not doing that. We don't have time to bring it to a stop. I'll be late for my real train if I do that. Actually, it's funny, my real train leaves Belgrave at 6 p.m, but I have to be there at 4 p.m. to take over the locomotive from another fireman that won't even get there until 4:30 p.m. But that's our shift people for you. They just want you to go into the shed and do things like cut up firewood, but it's like, yeah, no, that's what engine cleaners are for. You got paid people to do that sort of shit. That's boring job. I just burn it. 10 miles to Stafford in the incredibly detailed countryside, hidden under 2 feet of snow. Perfect. Whee! Is this train allowed to do 110? Oh yeah. I was wondering because of the yellow bit. Just tick down to the 8-mile marker for Stafford, coming into platform 5. Tomorrow we'll be going to Norway on the stream. I'll be digging out my wheel from behind me somewhere and setting that up. I should really do that before I leave. I won't be in any mood to do it when I come back. I suppose it doesn't take long. I can do it in the morning. It all sits on a stand after all. And to set an alarm so I get up early enough. We actually have passengers. Ooh. And we're going to Crewe. That makes sense. This is gonna hurt. Whack! Smacked in the face with a train. Yeah, we have some yellows coming. But I haven't seen them yet. Ah, all gone green. Perfect. Nothing to see here. Move along, said the man. 2 a.m. toast for psych. Fair enough. Wishka. That's where on that platform we would have heard one of the announcements. The next train is not stopping here. Stand back from the platform's edge and secure all of your luggage and pushchairs to avoid being sucked into the train. "5 miles to Stafford. And we're following something, I think, judging by the signals. "4 minutes away, apparently. I think given we're 4 miles out, let's get off the juice and just put a little bit of braking on. Psych asks, is a pushchair a wheelchair? I was kind of wondering that, whether it's, and maybe it's a wheelchair and a pusher, as in a little kid's pusher. Maybe it's both. It's an economy thing. You only have to say it once. Londo says chasing yellows is 1. Londo says yes, unless it's on tracks, then it's a track chair. Gav says we have a sticker inside the lift saying do not let go of the pram while on the platform. Yes, what the sticker should really say is if you want your baby to look after you when you're old, don't chuck it in front of a train. It would be a quiet trip. You'd only hear one noise. Gav says, I'll have to get a photo of it when I go through the station. What, the baby being chucked in front of the train? Last week when I was driving, I thought I was running over an echidna, but it got out of the tracks because it wasn't there when I came back. Oh, the sticker. Right. Right in front of me, there's a set of stairs going up to the second floor. Well, it's where stairs would usually go. And I keep watching this cat going up and down and up and down and up and down. And then there's a break and I haven't seen her for a while and I think, oh, she's given up. And then she goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Use your station as a walkthrough, Gav. Do you know, in the new station in Melbourne, there's the new underground and the old underground, and the two stations are next to each other, and they're joined by a walkway. If you walk through that walkway, so you tag in at one station and tag out at the other one, it actually charges you $5.50. Isn't that amazing? It charges you $5.50 to walk through there. Because the system doesn't know that you didn't ride a train. Stupid system. I'm actually on time. Wow. That's pretty uncommon. Nearly 100 knuckles. I don't know what that means, but Benjamin's brain in a jar. Londo says there's a walking tile. Gav says I saw that and was like, WFT in fact. Yeah, that's a bit of an oversight. Desperately don't want a Nebworth this one.
This is Stafford. Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. The next stop will be Stoke.
Stoke. Am I playing as WMR? What am I? I'm a green thing. I'm an unbranded green thing. That's funny. Walking through her umbrella. I love people in this game. Oh, there goes another one. And another one. Fair enough. Oh, is that it? We're only going to Stafford. Ah, we're not going to go to Crewe. Oh, well, I think that'll probably do anyway because it is 2 o'clock. So I need to get ready and get out of here and have something to eat too before I go. So enjoy yourself and have fun. Have a good night, good evening, wherever you are. And if you're on the Puffing Billy Volunteer Special today and you haven't made yourself known, that's okay. See you there. So, yeah, maybe I'll take the GoPro. I don't know who my driver is, but see, maybe I'll chuck it in my box. We'll see who the driver is and see if I get away with it. Alrighty, well, enjoy yourselves, and that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with Norway in Euro Truck Simulator. So that sounds like fun to me. We'll go and find some fjords and see what happens when you drive a truck into them. Maybe. Alright. We shall see you later. And Rex, if you're still listening with your phone on your face in the middle of the night, happy birthday. Bye.